Hey guys, what's up? It's Pepperoni Face here, investigating your favorite albums, and today I'm going to do an album review on the latest Chris Stapleton album, Starting Over. So, yeah, it's been a while. Chris Stapleton is a country singer and songwriter, and this is his fourth studio album. And I'm not quite familiar with his work, though I have been hearing good things about his music for quite some time now. And this album is not some small, tiny album. It's 53 minutes long, it has 14 full length tracks, no skits, no intros and outros, no interludes, complete crafted 14 tracks. And I am not a big fan of country music, I have to admit. If you recall correctly, earlier this year I reviewed Sam Hunt's um, album. What's that name? I forgot. And it's so bad. It's my least favorite album of the year so far, if not the worst. So, going into starting over, I was a little skeptical. Maybe it's not for me. Maybe I won't enjoy it. But at the end of the day, I find a lot of merits in this album that I ended up enjoying after repeated listens. So we have the album opener, the title track Starting Over, which is a low key acoustic ballad with beautiful chords and lyrics about starting over, which, yeah, sounds a little cliche, but it still works really well and it sets the tone for the album really, really nice in my opinion. But the album really shines from this point on. We have Devil Always Made Me Think Twice, and it's loud, noisy, upbeat country blues rock jam with rusty, raspy vocals. The devil always made me think twice. And also the slanky guitars, the swinging groove, the constantly banging drums. This thing, while yeah, it's tinged with absolute country flavor. It's still a catchy, fun, entertaining, upbeat song that's just fantastic. The third track, Cold, though, is the track that really got me. This track is the track that got me going, damn, this album. Damn, it's good. Cold is a dramatic, heartbreaking, emotionally wrecking track about pausing a relationship, stopping a relationship, a heartbreak, and god damn, you can hear the pain and the stress in Chris Stapleton's voice in this track. The pianos and strings are so powerful and emotional and moving. And then we have a guitar solo at the end, which is just very heavy as well. And yeah, it's easily one of my favorite songs of the year so far, I have to admit. Oh, why you gotta be so cold? Why you gotta go and cut me like a knife? The the vocals on this track is amazing as well. Then we have When I'm With You, which is a good follow up to the previous track. It's slow, it's very subtle, it's tiny, it's quiet, little sad country song, but at the end of the day, it's just really plain and forgettable, and the ending is really abrupt. And then, of course, afterwards, we're gonna have a loud, upbeat barn burner that is Arkansas, with punchy beats, driving guitars, and loud, raspy vocals. Once again, the track sounds very, very, very country flavored, but I guess that's what you would expect in a country album. Next up is Joy of My Life, which is a cover song, though I find it bland with its low key guitars and the vocals kind of play safe on this track. But the tracks afterwards are all pretty much amazing. Hillbilly Blood is an interesting track about having hillbilly blood pumping in your veins and arteries, so you're destined to be a southerner. And the chord progression of this thing is fiery, has a lot of potential energy. The guitars progressively get heavier and thicker as the track progresses. We have more toned down vocals, but altogether the synergy is really done well, and it's a pretty good song as well. Maggie's song is a very cute and sweet song about a dog, a little puppy he picked up, and it's a very sweet and touching song with very heavenly pianos. Actually, this track kind of reminds me of like a Christian gospel song in a way, but really well written and really moving. The track Whiskey Sunrise is a painful ballad about crying and drinking all the way until the morning. And we get these desolated guitars and very strong, potent vocal performances from Chris. Amazing track as well. And then afterwards, we get two cover tracks covering songs from Guy Clark. Worry Be Gone, B, the letter B, and Old Friends. And I think while both of these tracks are not bad, they don't stand out to me all that much as well. The former of the track is rewritten in a way. It's about smoking weed. And we also get these, very traditional, very old school sounding, skippy, slinky country guitars. And then afterwards we have Old Friends, which is a very dramatic, melodramatic talking, singing kind of ballad that isn't particularly great or anything. But the last three tracks of the album really shine. We have Watch You Burn, which is one of the highlights on the album for me. It's an incredibly intense song about how much Chris Stapleton hates the shooter who's involved in the Las Vegas shooting incident. And the grooves are very sinister, and you can really feel the anger in his vocals as well. And then we have the track You Should Probably Leave, which is an emotionally rough song about making the very tough decision to break up with someone because he knows that if this relationship goes on, it's going to end very, very badly. Might as well cut it off right now. And the, heartbreak, breaking up is a very, very common topic in songs, but the way the lyrics are written in this track is really raw and honest and sincere, and you can really feel the emotions in these lyrics while listening to the song. And the album ends off with Nashville, Tennessee, and similar to the album opener, it's a very quiet acoustic ballad. And in this track, Chris Stapleton sort of does a tribute to the city, but also he's saying farewell. He's saying goodbye to the city. He's saying so long to Nashville because the city won't be able to handle the rest of him. And it's a really good album ending, really conclusive, and overall I think this album is fantastic. There are tracks on this thing that I find forgettable and bland, but that's the only offender in this album, really, all the way from slow, emotionally rough and potent ballads to barn burners that are loud and upbeat and fun and entertaining, all the way to cute songs about puppies, to songs about anger towards hating someone. Yeah, pretty diverse of a country album. My favorite track here is Cold, and my least favorite is probably Joy of My Life. I'm giving Chris Stapleton's Starting Over a strong 8 out of 10. So, have you listened to Chris Stapleton Starting Over from 1 to 10? How much you rate it? Like and subscribe if you want more. And thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for watching. I will be reviewing Undeath tomorrow, and also a local album. Maybe, if I have enough time, maybe I'll review like an album from Hong Kong, a Hong Kong album, a canto pop album. Interesting. Yeah.